know in a prior video I may have said that we were a little late on getting seeds started, but you know what? When has running late ever stopped me from coming to the party? Y'all, I'm coming to the party. We're gonna start our seeds. So we're getting ready. You guys just saw our seed haul, so you know where you got to see what we got from Roll King, Burpee Seeds, what we got from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. So now we got to get those seeds started. So we got a couple of different things we're going to go over today. What are we going to plant them in? What are we using to plant them in? And am I going to stay honest and on top of these seeds for the next 2.5 months? I can answer some of those questions, but some of them, guys, only time will tell. So first off, here in East Central Indiana, we usually don't get to start planting our seeds until about mid-May, right around Mother's Day, right along with that old wives' tale where after Mother's Day, you're frost-free, so you should be able to put whatever you want in the ground. We have lived by that since I was a little girl. My mom always practiced it, so of course I'm going to practice it. And you never know, maybe my daughter will want to follow in my footsteps and she'll practice it too. So the first thing that we're going to do today, we've actually got a bunch of water bottles. Why do we have a bunch of water bottles, y'all? Because we've got a well here that pumps out lots of water, and in the 10 years we've been here, we have yet to get a water filtration system and a water softener. I don't know why. It's just always fallen to the bottom of our list. We're working on it, but because of that fact, and because we have had our water tested and it's been said that we probably shouldn't drink it without those few things that I've listed off, we actually drink a ton of bottled water. So what better to reuse the bottles for than to make our own self-watering seed starts? I saw a lot of you homesteaders out there. I've done a lot of different hunts on Pinterest, Google, anything that you can think about to look at all the different self-watering systems that we could possibly do here. And this water bottle one, it just works for us. It might not work for you guys. You might have a different system, which is awesome, but this works for us, and it helps me to feel better about not throwing away all of this plastic sometimes and actually reusing it. So we had just some water bottles, and we are going to cut them in half. When we cut them in half, we're going to be able to flip them upside down. When we flip them upside down, we need to get a wick in there for watering so that the wick will actually drop down into the bottom and pull the water from the bottom up into the soil and water our seeds. So it makes it a lot easier on us because, I hate to admit it, I get scatterbrained. I forget sometimes. When Josie's softball season starts up, we're going to be at the field a lot. When we start milking goats, I'm going to be out in the barn a lot. And sometimes, just sometimes, I have to go to my full-time job, guys. So like every day, I have to go to my full-time job. So these guys can easily take a back burner, but I'm hoping this self-watering seed start will help me get some seeds started ahead of time, because I usually don't have a whole lot of luck when it comes to tomatoes, peppers, cauliflower, broccoli, those types of things. Now, I can grow corn. I tend not to be able to get to my corn before the raccoons. I can grow lots of sunflowers, gladiolas, zinnias. I'm really good at cucumbers, because who isn't good at growing cucumbers, though you can't almost kill a cucumber vine. So I'm going to take the good old college try, and we're going to try to start some of our seeds. So while I thought we were behind, I'm obviously not going to get my greenhouse I'm not going to get my greenhouse right now before planting season. It's coming. I've been looking, guys, and I think that it's very doable with a very small amount of money. So that's another thing that you guys will be watching for in our videos. So yeah, let's get cutting these water bottles. Let's get them filled up. So you guys already see I'm using the Jiffy Organic and Natural seed starting Jiffy mix. So while this is going to be our core mix, it's not going to be the only thing we're going to put in there. I have enough goat poop out in that field to last me forever. And I've already gotten a lot of different piles of compost going out there from when I would clean out my barn about 2 to 3 years ago. We pile in different areas. So those piles from 2 or 3 years ago are a rich black soil that will be perfect. The only bad thing about that is tonight we're not going to be able to get that, because while it's March 2nd and you guys are going to be seeing this a little bit behind the time, It rained here all day today. It's going to rain a good portion of tomorrow, but the next 3 to 4 days, it's going to be dry with a little breeze and about 50 degrees. So that soil is going to dry right up, and this girl right here is going to get out there with a shovel and a bucket, and we are going to get us some of that sweet, sweet poop, mix it with this Jiffy Mix, and get those seeds started. So I can't wait to bring you guys along with that. So let's go. Let's get started.
Look, they're making a little plant. Hold one up there.
Mom, Dad, you can turn the camera around.
See, like this? So you put water in here, and then you put the little plant in the soil in this, and you put it in the water, and it waters itself so we can start vegetables inside. Isn't that cool?
Isn't that awesome?
Impressed. He's like, whoa. So I did go ahead and just loop my twine kind of like this so I can make a cut on this side and a cut on this side, and I'll have a whole bunch of wicks. So let's get to it. Now that I cut them like that, I realize these are a little bit too long, so I get to go ahead and cut my work in half by cutting these in half. Here we go, guys. There's all our wicks. I'll be putting the wick in first right down through here so that once we get our dirt in, we can just set it right into the water that we've already poured, and we can go at it that way. Then we can go ahead and put our seeds in. So for right now, guys, what we're using is that Jiffy seed mix and that compost that y'all saw me dig up the other day. So let's go ahead and get it done. So we went ahead and we cut the twine, we filled the water, we put the twine as wicks into the tops of our water bottles and filled it with compost and seed starter soil mix. So I think now we're ready to do our seeds. So what seeds are we going to be planting today? I decided I was going to plant the seeds that I might not be so good at, so here they are. One thing that you might also need to take into consideration is to make sure to read the back of your seed packets. It'll tell you everything that you need to know, especially the depth of how far you might need to plant it, or maybe the temperature that the soil likes to stay at. So let's go ahead and make sure that we read those backs and get them started the right way. Alright guys, we went ahead and we did get some seeds started. I'm a little disappointed because I underestimated how many seeds I wanted to start and how many containers that I had prepared. So I will probably try to do more of the water bottles, but you guys might get a follow-up video on a different type of self-watering system, because how better to figure out what works best for you than doing multiple kinds. So I'm actually kind of excited about that. So I do need to get something to mark these guys with, since it's one of my first time starting seeds in time, or ahead of time I should say. I don't have anything to put into the containers letting me know what they are. So for right now I've got the seed packets kind of in there. So I think we're about done for tonight. You guys will get updates on these seed starts as we go. So I hope that you guys enjoyed some of the content that we created for you today. If you found yourself liking this video, please let us know. Drop us a like, subscribe, and leave us a comment. Thanks guys. Until next time. Bye. See you guys. She's to her queen, but she loves cuddles. She loves cuddles on her own time.